Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Friday Power Flow. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is the first Friday in April. We have little green flower buds popping up all around our yard, and since there is no crocus pose or daffodil pose, I thought we'd work with bird of paradise. That was the only flower pose that I could think of. Don't be intimidated if you are new or not sure about bird of paradise. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to get started in downward facing dog. So come on and join me for practice. Coming out to your mat and coming into your downward dog or getting started in child's pose, you can feel it out. Feel what works for you. Setting your hands and setting your feet. And sometimes it takes a little adjusting, so be open to that. And as you start to come into your practice, really start to tune into your breath. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Let your head hang down. Let your hips lift so you can let your head hang down. You can let your heels soften a little bit. It's not that you're trying to force them down, but you also don't have to hold them up. You don't have to force any of this. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky, your three-legged dog. As your right leg goes up, let your left heel drop. Fingers spread wide, nice, steady, intentional connection down with the ground. Low belly draws it up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, come on forward to your high push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Lift out of your shoulders. Maybe tuck your nose or your forehead in to meet your right knee. Inhale up and back for your three-legged dog. Right foot to your right thumb, runner's lunge. Left hand under your left shoulder here. And twist to your right. Take your right arm up to the sky. You can have your back knee lifted, or you can drop it down for a little more support. Take a really big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down, back to your downward facing dog. Set your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice if you like. Take a deep breath in. And a big exhale. And bring your feet together and forward. Take your left leg to the sky. Again, check in here. Fingers spread wide, lifting up out of your wrists and your shoulders. Let your head drop. Right leg is active, left leg is active. Low belly draws it up. Take a big inhale. Come on forward to your high push-up. Drawing your knee into your chest. Again, you can tuck in here long through your arms. Lift out of your shoulders. Inhale up and back to your three-legged dog. Now your left foot lightly to your left thumb, runner's lunge. Right hand under your right shoulder. I like to make a fist, just a little lift. And twist to your left. Take your left arm up to the sky. Ground through your left foot, soften your toes. And pull your left knee into your center line here. Take a big inhale. Left hand comes down. Right foot steps up. Front of your mat, set your feet. And come on up to stand. Rise up. Hands reach high, a big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Pause for a moment. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale. Sweep up and reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Knees can be lifted or lowered here. Set your hands, track your shoulders over your wrists, strong core, strong breath, a big inhale, forward and halfway down, low push-up. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Upward facing dog, a full breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale, and a long exhale. Downward dog or child's pose. You can add in child's pose at any point. You can work with any variations that feel good. And when we get to bird of paradise, we'll work with some different variations. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Low push-up. Step or jump back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. a full breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Big breath, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Keep coming back to your breath, coming back to your body, coming back to your intention to be right here, right now. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Once more, rise up. Fill up and reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Really nice. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once more here, a big inhale. Now as you exhale, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. And come on down into your squat, your Malasana. You can stay higher with your elbows on your legs. You might sit on a prop. Feet pretty wide. They don't have to be flat. And if it works, draw your hands to your heart. You get a nice self-assist here. Opening your chest, your heart, opening your hips. I like a little side-to-side movement just to kind of ease into it. Ease into it, even though we're already into our practice. You can ease into all of this. You don't have to force it. Take your time with it and enjoy. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. And take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, sit down. Come on into your boat pose, Navasana. You can start with bent knees and stay with bent knees. You can extend your legs, extend your hands forward or up overhead. Deep breath here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lift your heart. 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can stick in a flow if you like, a little vinyasa. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Once more, a deep inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bring your hands to your heart. Hips sit low, heart stays lifted. Big breath in, twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. Your feet can be together or apart, but set your foundation, set your feet, set your gaze. Feel your hands connect at your center. Take your time with this so you are lifting your chest physically. Hopefully as you feel where you are, your heart lifts. Hands can stay together or open up. And if you want to stick in a side crow, you can stick in a side crow here. Your right hand doesn't have to touch the ground. Let your left arm be long if you take it up. Take one more long breath in. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart about hips width distance. Peace fingers. Hook your big toes, palms face each other. Halfway lift on your inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. So if it doesn't work to grab your big toes, stick with a flat back or maybe more of a ragdoll. You can add a bend to your knees, and you can use the hold on your toes as little or as much as you like to draw you into this forward fold. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Release your toes, walk your feet closer together or to touch. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Step up, set your feet, big bend in your front knee, long through your back leg, hands high or at your heart. Take a big inhale here, exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, a light step, but with intention. And you can stay where you land, but if it doesn't work, you can adjust, right? But stay here in your body, in your practice, in intention. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot again, warrior one. Come on up and open out to your warrior two. A little more space between your feet. A little more space for yourself as you make your way through your practice. Spin your palms to the sky and take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Left hand to your left leg, your low back, or even around to the top of your right thigh, a nice self-assist. Take a big breath in, exhale, hands to your mat, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot again, warrior one, come up, open out, warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Now side angle, Parsvakonasana. Right elbow to your right thigh, left arm up to the sky. Check in here. Check in with your breath, your intention. Your intention might be to work with bird of paradise, right? That's cool. Let part of your intention be to work with your body, work with feeling good about everything that you do here. Take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back, coming into your half bind or your full bind. You might hook your hands onto the front thigh. You don't have to be able to come into the full bind. Left arm behind your back, little lift to your chest and your heart. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. From here, we transition into bird of paradise. So whether or not you have the full bind, keep your full bind, keep your half bind, look down. Left foot steps up to meet your right. Now, it might be a couple of steps. If you have the bind, ground through your left foot and come on up to stand. The bind will help you lift your right leg. If you don't have the bind, don't panic. Right, you're in your half bind, left arm behind your back. Your right hand can dangle. Come on up to stand. Left foot is your standing foot. Right leg lifts. And then you simply catch under your right thigh with your right hand. All right, so you're in your bird of paradise. You've been here for a couple of breaths. Take your time, shoulders roll back, lift through your left leg, draw your belly in and up. And if you want to extend your right leg out, you can extend your right leg out, whether you have the bind or whether you're holding under the right thigh. Take one more big inhale and release to your ragdoll. Let your head drop. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, empty it out. Soften your toes, soften your knees. Notice if you got a little twisted up working with that. Right? That's okay. Hopefully you're able to enjoy it. Loosen up a little bit here, a big breath in. And a long breath out. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift and reach. Utkatasana. Sit down. Take a big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Knuckles drop down. Heart lifts. A big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. You can have a towel or a strap between your hands. Set your feet, but soften your toes, soften your knees. And so much of what we can soften is the stuff that we hang on to in our head. And then we give ourselves some space to enjoy things like bird of paradise or crow or handstand or any other poses that maybe we're not so sure about, whether we're on our mat or off our mat. And I know we don't do crow. Most of us don't do crow when we're off our mat. But the moments in our life, right, they're just like the poses on our mats. They're moments. And we can use all the tools of our practice to navigate and enjoy the moments on and off our mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the back edge of your mat. Lift onto the ball of your right foot. You're in your runner's lunge. Plant your hands. Step back. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, big bend to your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full inhale. Twist to your right, left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. It's okay if your elbow lands more between your legs. Feel your feet, feel your hands, feel that you have landed here. Really good place to be. Long spine, lift to your chest and your heart. You can keep your hands together or open up. Left hand reaching down, right arm reaching up for the sky. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Hips a little bit lower, chest lifts, breathe in and breathe out. Use your inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, a little more twist. One more deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, hips width distance. Slide your hands under your feet, palms up. Padmasana. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. Again, your options. Lots of options. Halfway lift, ragdoll. Maybe a different variation entirely. The option to be here in your body, in your strength and power, enjoying yourself. Take a long inhale and a big exhale. Take your hands out from under your feet. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up, rise up. Big bend in your front knee, long through your back leg. Lift through your hands, the sides of your body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Come up. Set your feet. Feel where you have your feet. Maybe add in a little bit of space between your feet. Some space between your thoughts. Adding in space in your heart and in your mind. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again. Warrior one. Rise up. Warrior two. Find your footing. Right, feel where you have your feet. Lengthen through your back leg. Spine is long. Shoulders track over hips here. Dip into your front knee, palms to the sky. Left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Take a really big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot again, warrior one. Rise up. Open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsvakonasana. So you know what's coming next. You have an idea, right? We're going to be moving toward our bird of paradise and into our bird of paradise. But for right now, be here, really grounded through both feet. Steady breath, steadying yourself, supporting yourself with your breath. Take your top arm around behind your back. You can work with your half bind or your full bind. If you have a towel or strap handy, you could always use that between your hands to help you with the full bind. Right shoulder rolls back, opening across the front of your body. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now for bird of paradise, look down. Step your right foot up to meet your left. It might be one big step, might be a couple of smaller steps. You can always adjust your bind here. Your right foot is your standing foot. If you have the full bind, use that to come on up and help you lift your left leg. Now again, if you're in the half bind, right arm behind your back, right foot standing, you stand up, lift your left leg and catch under that left knee with your left hand. Right? So full bind, half bind, grounded through your right foot, long through your right leg, shoulders roll back, belly in and up. And then if you want to extend through the left leg, go for it. Breathe for 3, 2, a big inhale, and then release to your ragdoll. Feet about hips width distance. Just let your head drop. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and empty out. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. And rise to stand. Come up, big inhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Take a deep breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps. Warrior 1. Rise up. Open out. Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Pivot your toes towards the side of your mat. You can work with your fingers interlaced or your hands at your low back. A big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. If you want to stick in a crow here or a tripod or a little bit of movement, go for it. I like the shoulder rinse every opportunity I get. I like to take advantage of it. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Release your hands under your shoulders. Come halfway up. Pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes point forward. Ball to your left foot. Runner's lunge. Hands plant. Step back. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, step or jump your feet through your hands. Sit down and come on into your boat pose. Come back to boat pose. Bent knees is nice to start, especially with hands behind your legs. It's a nice self-assist to help you lift your chest and heart. And then you can extend the legs, extend the hands. Strong core, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to a hover, hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Set your feet on your mat and come on up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet. As you come up, notice if you can feel the alignment of your knees and your ankles. In bridge, knees over ankles. I hope my knees are over my ankles. If you want to come up for your wheel, you can come up for your wheel. You might work with a supported bridge or a different variation entirely. Big breath in. Long breath out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back. Feet together. Knees wide. Untitled. Big inhale. Open your mouth. Empty out. Draw your knees to your chest and come on into your happy baby. You can add in some movement, lengthen your legs if you like. Bring your knees back to your chest. Find some forward and back movement so you can rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Maybe through a vinyasa or just stepping back. Here, feet together and forward, right leg to the sky, high push-up, right knee above and outside your right elbow. Feel if you can make contact, and you might drop to the low push-up or stick in an arm balance. Up and back, three-legged dog, high push-up, right knee above and outside your left elbow. Lift and twist. Up and back, three-legged dog, bend your right knee. Down dog, hip opener. And if you want to flip your dog, you can let the foot pull you over. Maybe you come into a full wheel. Maybe you work with your left knee down. And from here, half pigeon. Lots of options in your down dog hip opener. Lots of options in your half pigeon. Options with your bird of paradise. As you feel all these options in the poses, in the moments, in your practice, hopefully that's something that carries over with you into your everyday life. There's always options. Sometimes they're not the ones that you want, but you cultivate some space, open heart, open mind. Who knows what's possible? Here, take a big breath in and a long breath out. If you want to set up the variation on your back, you can. Sometimes you get a couple breaths into it and you realize there's room for adjustment. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. And set your hands under your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog. I like a three-legged dog. Maybe you want to stick in vinyasa. Take a breath in and a breath out. Feet together, a little bit forward, left leg to the sky. Low belly in and up, high push-up, left knee above and outside your left elbow. You have the option for the low push-up, the arm balance. You also have the option to drop your right knee. Up and back, three-legged dog. Now, left knee above and outside your right elbow. Lift and twist. You can play around with a variation here. Up and back, three-legged dog. Left knee bends. Down dog hip opener, and you can let the foot pull you over. Whatever variation you are working with, work with your body and your breath. Work with enjoying yourself. Hopefully it's not work to enjoy yourself. And come on into your half pigeon on this side. Sometimes the work in enjoying yourself is just creating some space for yourself to be and breathe. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Soften your fingers, your face, your jaw. Set your hands under your shoulders. Come up, sweep your back leg forward, and lie down on your back. If you want to move through a vinyasa, a downward dog, go for it. You can even use a squeeze. You might add in a twist here. And set up for Shavasana. Legs out or up. Maybe a variation that gives your low back a little more support. Take a deep, full breath in. Open your mouth and empty out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement back to your body. And draw your knees to your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Hands to your heart here. You can set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining me for Friday Power Flow Bird of Paradise. Have some fun with it. Play around with it in your practice when you're not in your practice. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I'd love to hear from you. How was your Bird of Paradise? Leave a comment below, like the video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Right? Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.